The Viyet produce English tense today, and this video powered by Viyet Institute. Today we are going to briefly explain about tense, and here today we are going to describe about various kind of present tense. So now coming to the topic is present tense. Present tense is a four-type present tense. Is a simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect simple tense, present perfect continuous tense. Now what is the present simple tense and present continuous tense? Simple present tense and present perfect simple tense are related, where present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense related as well. What is simple present tense? Simple present tense is a present tense which is a normal simple. Here is one subject and one be verb or a verb. Now what is a positive and a negative? You can look. I am, it is a positive. You are, she is, it is, he is, all are positive, where no negative word are using. If any negative word is added with this positive sentence, it is become a negative present tense sentence, like I am not, you are not, we are not, they are not. Now normal example, I am Ramesh, I am not Ramesh. So that is the exactly negative. So you just have to add one negative word to make a positive sentence into a negative sentence. Now coming to the question on simple present tense. When you are asking something, you know how to make questions. You just have to add your be verb before your subject. So here subject is I and verb, there is a no verb. So am is a be verb which you are using before subject and make a question. That if you sentence is I am, you just make a am I, it is become a question. So if it is just be verb and subject, then it is simple yes or no question. But you can add wh words like where, what, why, who, when, how, then it become a WS question. So how it is? It is very easy. You just have to put this particular WH word before this yes no question simple present tense. So if it is question is am I, you just have to put where am I. So where you are am I. If the question is are you, then what are you? Is he, why is he? Coming to simple present tense, if it is positive yes question and WS question for a specific verb. Now specific verb is I play, you play, he plays. You have to note down this. When you are using simple present tense and a normal sentence, if it is third gender like she, he or it, there will be a s added with the verb. If it is he, you have to tell he plays, not play. I play, you play, he plays, she plays, it plays. Third gender, so you have to put the s after your verbs. So it's same thing, do I play, do you play. If it is WS question, you just have to put your where WH word before your question. Like if it is does he plays, okay, so you have to make who does she plays, play. So exactly the s which you added after your verb, you have to put this s before your be verb, like does. So if there is a already verb, you have to use be verb to make this question. Present continuous tense, how it will be. Now we learned present tense. In present tense, what is the be verb? I am is a be verb, right? And you, if it is I play, then you have to make another be verb is I do play. So you have to make do before I to convert it is a question. Right, now coming to the present continuous tense. So it is a present continuous tense. I am sleeping, you are sleeping, where ing added with the verb, it's mean it is a continuous tense. So every section you can see here will be a be verb must, and with a ing is a word which will be always after verb. So every verb is a slave where ing with added with the slave, and there is every sentence you can look, there is a be verb. If it is she, is a is. If it is we, it is a are. If it is I, it is a am. So same thing, negative, I am not. She is not. We are not cooking. So right, we are cooking, we are not cooking. They are listening, they are not listening. So exactly, you just have to put a not word to convert a affirmative sentence to negative sentence before verb, and this verb must carry ing. Present continuous tense questions, same thing. You have to put be verb before your subject and it will be converted into a verb, a question. So here is the I am eating chocolate. So am is the be verb. You have to put am before your I and it will be converted into a question. Like am I eating chocolate is converted into a question. How it can be a WS question? You just have to put your WS word before your be verb. Am I eating chocolate? Then why am I eating chocolate? You have to just put your WS word before your be verb. Usually what we talked about simple present tense, the same will be present continuous tense, but what is the different? There is a subverb with ing. Coming to present perfect simple tense. What is that? Simple perfect tense, here you have to add it ed after your verb. I have played, you have played, and he has played. So have is the be verb, specific be verb we have to use in the positive sentence. So in perfect sentence, what is the difference? There we use be verbs, but here we use be verbs. The verb will be have and has. If it is third gender, she, he, or it will be has. If I, you, we, they, here will be have. So in positive you have to put have. Same things, I have played, I have not played. You just have to put your not before your verb after your be verb. That will be converted into the negative sentence. Present perfect simple tense. Now what you learned: present tense, simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense. Now present perfect simple tense. Here and same thing you have to do this question. Same thing, you have to put your be verb before your subject. I have missed the bus. So have I missed the bus? You have to put just question mark and you have to put your be verb before your subject. It will be automatically comes under a question. How you can make it a WS question? Same, you have to put a WH word before your be verb. Have I missed the bus? Where have I left my umbrella? So you just put a WH word before your have. So I have missed the bus. Where I have missed the bus. You have to put your WH word before your be verb and then it automatically comes under WS question. Present perfect continuous tense, positive sentence and the negative sentence. Same here. You have to know the difference and the things. We learned present tense, present simple tense, present perfect tense and simple present perfect tense. Now present continuous tense we learn where have is there, and continuous tense here ing will be after your verb. So now is a perfect continuous. So for perfect you have to add have, and for continuous you have to add ing after your verb. So the both will be added here. So because we are adding ing after your verb, so we have to use special word which is been. So you have to say I have been walking. Earlier we told I have walked, you have run, rant ed, but when it is a ing you have to put been before your verb. So I have been walking, you have been running. In perfect tense we told I have walked ed after your verb, where you put ing and continuous tense, so it become a I have been, because when you are putting ing after your verb we have to use a been word before our verb. Same as a not, just have to put a not. How you can make question? So here been is the specific which specifically used for perfect continuous tense. When it's a perfect continuous tense, so for perfect we are using have be verb, for continuous we are using ing, right? So here when it's converted into the question, you have to just put a be verb before your subject. I have been walking, so have I been walking. How is converted into w's question? Exactly, have I been walking, what have I been doing or walking. So exactly you have to put your w's word before your be verb. So after your subject here will be been and walking, with the verb with ing you have to put. Now have we been studying? How long have we been studying? So we have two times. If it is times, we know for time it will be a long word will be added with that. This is specific. How they've been sleeping, so how long have they been sleeping or living there? The specific sentence you have to use. So have, has, where you have to use, where you have to put ing when is a perfect continuous, where we have to put been if it is perfect continuous. If it is continuous then ing, if it is perfect then have, has, if it is perfect continuous then have been walking we have to use. So ing, been and have both all. Now where should I use present simple tense? We learned that in present simple tense we are using a normal subject and normal verb. I am Ramesh, I am Tony, I am Cody is a normal simple sentence, right? Now it's have where we should use this word: present use, future use and conditional use. So use is also based on the times but will be present simple tense. Present simple tense for present use we are discussing now. Present use. We use present simple when something is generally or always true. So if it is always true we need to use present simple tense. Like people need food, it is true, right? So if it is always true we can use present simple tense. Similarly we need to use this tense for situation that we think is more or less permanent. I don't like mushroom, right? So if it is situation for a less permanent, so if it is less permanent then also it will be comes under present simple tense. If it is habit or it is a regularly habit or you do often frequently then also it will be comes under simple tense. Like I play tennis every Sunday, so it is a frequently or regularly you are doing, so it is comes under simple present tense. Now also you can use if it is short action that are happening now. Now she takes the ball, she runs down wings and she scores. It is a particular exactly that time she takes the ball and she runs down wings. So she takes the ball, it is a present tense. She runs down the wings is a present tense, and he score, and that is also present tense. So she score, right? It is she score will be. So there is a every single tense in a word is a single present tense where is a subject, verb and object. Just simple tense, simple sentence with the present situation are directing. Now what is the conditional use? Conditional use, future use. Before conditional use is a future use. How you, now it is a time of future but it is a present time standing. How it is? We are discussing timetable or the fixed plan. If your plan is fixed, so the plan for a future but you are telling right now. School begins at 9 tomorrow. So you are telling someone that school begins at 9 tomorrow. So your school will start tomorrow 9 morning, but you are telling right now. So you are telling it is in present time. So that is the present tense here about the future purpose. Now how, if it is when, until, after, that also your times you have to say it's a present tense. I am going to make, it is a present continuous tense but present simple tense here, right? I am going to make dinner after I watch TV show. So I watch TV show, it is a present simple tense, but I am going to make dinner. So here is a present tense. So if it is after, before, after those words you have to make a present tense. So if any word you can put any sentence, but if it is when, it's after, this word, after those words, when, until, after, before, as soon as, you have to make a simple present tense. Conditional use: if you heat water to 100 degree, it boils. These conditions are also used as simple tense and present simple tense. When should I use present perfect simple tense? It is unfinished action, finished action, been and gone. Now unfinished actions is actions, how it will be. In unfinished action, use this tense when we want to talk about unfinished action or state or habit that started in the past continue to the present. She lived in London for 3 years. So the tense when you want to talk about unfinished action, the actions which is unfinished at that moment. She lived in London for 3 years. So it is a for the after where she'll go or where she are living, that is not. So it is a unfinished a particular sentence where you are presenting the perfect situation of right now of her, but after some time we don't know. So she lived in London for 3 years. For 3 years, but can you tell me after 3 years where she is living? We don't know. So it's unfinished actions. So she lived in London for 3 years. Finished action is a theta. There is an action or event that happens sometimes. I have been in Kuch Bihar, is a city. So Kuch Bihar is a city. So I have been in Kuch Bihar for a few moments, few times. So it's a sometimes. With an unfinished time, if it is time is totally unfinished. She drank 3 cups of coffee today. So it is a unfinished. Particular today he did that. Particular today he drank 3 cups of coffee. So today, if it is today, it is a finished action, right? I have been Kuch Bihar. It is a simple perfect, have been. The king has given a speech is a present perfect, talk about something that happened recently. So when you use present perfect simple tense, if it is recently happening, if it is unfinished action, if it is today happening, then you have to say the present perfect simple tense. Been and gone. They have never been Kolkata. If it is been and gone, those words are very much used for 7 perfect tense. I told you that been you have to add before your any verb. If it is walk, ing added, you have to put I have been walking, right? Ing added verb, you have to put a been, right? If it is have is there. So for present perfect simple tense, you have to use been, and that is there. When should I use present continuous tense? This is also same use, present use and future use. What is the present use? We use present continuous for things that are happening at that moment. So when exactly the time when you are happening and you are describing this, it is mean present use. Present continuous. Continuously is happening at that moment. I am working at that moment. So picking and happening, every incident happening at that moment. She is staying with her friend for a week. Can also use this tense for other kinds of temporary situation, even the action is not happening at this moment. If it is not happening at that moment, but it is happening for a temporary situation, at that moment also use. If it is happening for temporary moment but not at that moment, that also can be. Now she is staying with her friend for a week. So for a week he is staying. And now he also staying for also for she is staying for a upcoming day. So it's for temporary moment. also comes under this present continuous tense. Can you use present continuous for temporary and new habits? If it is temporary, for a continuous process, you have to say he is eating a lot this day. When should I use present continuous future use? We are going to beach at that weekend. You are telling about future, but for your present situation, we are going to now we are telling that we are going to at the weekend. So the incident will take place at future time, but you are talking right now about this. It is called future uses for present continuous tense. When should I use present perfect continuous? Unfinished action, finished action. Same exactly what he told in the earlier present simple tense. For present perfect continuous tense, also there is an unfinished sentence and a finished tense. It means unfinished actions mean the action which doing by the subject, it may be unfinished. Now to say how long unfinished action which started in the past and continue to be the present. We have been waiting for a bus for an hour. So we are waiting for a bus, but still we did not get a bus. So we have been waiting. We know it's the ing added verb, so you have to put a been, and if it is a present perfect, so you have to put have. So because of perfect, you have to put have, and before that is the ing added or verb, so you have to put a been. So we have been waiting for a bus, so it is an unfinished action. For temporary habits, I have been going to gym a lot recently for temporary purpose. You were doing so. Now finished action, yes, at the end of the day, I am so tired, I have been studying. Okay, so I am tired. So this is the finished action. Why is it so? Because I have been studying. I have been studying. It is a perfect continuous tense where finished action, I am so tired. So I am describing the sentence with my present perfect continuous tense. At the end of the day, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel powered by the Viyet and Preparation Viyet Institute. The Viyet produce English tense today, and this video powered by